Now, for more on what stage 4 load shedding means for us, I'm joined on the line by energy analyst Chris Yelland. Chris, thank you so much for joining us. Now, we've known since Thursday, around about Thursday, that we were expecting a weekend dotted with load shedding until Sunday. Now we're told, because of the effect of Cyclone Idai, that now is stage 4. I get the picture. I don't know if you agree with me. The picture of a little boy trying to fill the cracks in the wall of the dam, and the little boy has run out of fingers, and the cracks just keep coming. What do you think of what is going on right now?
I think it's a pretty good analogy. We see this Kahora Bassa line is down now because of the storm. But, of course, that's just a part of the problem. We were having load shedding even before that happened. So that just makes it a little bit worse. And, of course, by having load shedding and running your system hard during this last week, the dams that take the water for pumped storage schemes are probably running low, and so they need to replenish those dams over the weekend, which is probably the least inconvenient time for the productive economy. So they do that pumping over the weekend, which is also adding to the problem. But I must say that stage 4 load shedding on a Saturday is truly unprecedented and points to a very, very serious crisis in South Africa.
You say it's unprecedented. Chris, tell us why.
Well, you should not have load shedding ever. To have any kind of load shedding indicates that you cannot meet demand with supply. And normally you should have adequate supply to give you sufficient generation reserve capacity to cater for the unexpected. But we don't have any reserve capacity whatsoever. And in addition, we are 4,000 megawatts short. As I say, it should never happen that you have load shedding, but to have stage 4 load shedding in summer months when demand for electricity is low, on a Saturday, which is not a working day, which means that the demand for electricity is even lower, is truly startling and a huge crisis.
Now, the noises that we've heard from government, we've had President Cyril Ramaphosa trying to keep investor confidence up. The government has promised to inject 23 billion rand a year over the next 3 years. He's appointed a team of experts. We've heard from the Minister of Planning, Monitoring and Evaluation, Jeff Radebe, or Energy Minister as he's called, talking repeatedly about independent power producers. But we need a solution fast. How much longer can we hold on for before all of these other plans kick into work?
Well, the situation for investor confidence and for business confidence is very bad. And there are some quick wins. The two quick wins that need to be implemented are firstly to sort out the problem with unplanned breakdowns by doing better and proper maintenance. This is not just a quick fix. It can take time to do and money, but that will represent, because we've already got the capacity, we just need to have it working and available. The second solution really is to unlock the potential of customers of electricity to become part of the solution by allowing them to self-generate or supplement their electricity supply from their own generation reserves, which could take the form of solar PV, rooftop solar PV. At the moment, the rooftop solar PV market, the so-called small embedded generation market, small-scale embedded generation, is held back by red tape and regulations which we have been waiting for 2 years and which have still not been promulgated. And if they were promulgated tomorrow, within 6 months, we could probably bring on 1,000 megawatts of rooftop solar PV, which would relieve Eskom of its burden, which it obviously cannot meet at the moment.
Do you think there are enough people that are close enough to those making decisions to realize that these are the quick wins they could make? Why are we not seeing movement on this?
Yeah, I think there are certainly people who know very well at the Department of Energy that this is the quick win, or these two things are the quick win, but this rooftop solar PV market, to unlock this potential, is the quickest win option, and it means that the customer will provide the capital. The customer will do the work. It will cost government nothing, and it can be done quickly within 6 months to 8 months. So I do think there are people working on it, but the red tape and bureaucracy in government is really holding this country back.
Let's just go back quickly to the latest information we had, that because of Cyclone Idai, we've lost out now on those imports of energy from Mozambique. I'm told that we only import about 1,000 megawatts from Mozambique. That again just proves how thin the ice is that Eskom and us as South Africans are skating on at this time.
And as you say, remember, stage 4 load shedding means 4,000 megawatts are short. So Cahora Bassa, the Mozambique line, is contributing 1,000 megawatts to that shortage. So the Mozambique line problem is just a small part of the problem, and the much bigger problem is the lack of availability of Eskom's coal-fired power plants.
So, based on the information that you have and the contacts that you have, stage 4 load shedding for this weekend, but we're not going to be out of the woods anytime soon, are we?
Well, I think we're going to go through periods of load shedding interspersed with periods of no load shedding, and it really depends on the somewhat random nature of unplanned breakdowns. And through their very nature, an unplanned breakdown is not easily predicted. So it just takes a series of incidents that come together coincidentally, like, for example, the Mozambique line being down simultaneously with a number of other generators being down, to plunge South Africa from the no load shedding position to the load shedding position, because the line between load shedding and no load shedding is very thin because we don't have any generation capacity reserve.
Energy expert Chris Yellen there, thank you so much for your insight.